And we are live. Hi, guys. Happy Tuesday. Thank you all so much for taking the time out of your evening to join myself and Mauria Dillard. Mauria, we kind of called you like the Oprah of Thrive. Somebody commented on my post and they're like, you guys don't understand this. This is like him interviewing Oprah. So I've been so excited for a week about this. Mauria is somebody that I myself definitely look up to in the Thrive community. I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Jonathan Mercer. I'm down here in the Orlando, Florida area. And I've been thriving for about 5 years now. My history has always been in hospitality. I was a server when one of my best friends started Thrive. I'd been in the hospitality industry for 16 years. I was good at doing what I was doing. I didn't think I needed anything. She was extremely passionate and persistent with me. It was during the really busy time at work where we were pumping out 16-hour shifts left and right. And finally, one day, she showed up to my job with a mini experience of what Thrive was. And honest to God, I took it to prove her wrong. I was like, good, I can call Susie tomorrow and tell her this stuff doesn't work. I was a changed man on day one. I had no clue what the product was. I had no clue what was in it. I knew when I went to work that day, I felt like I could jog to work that day. And at that time, I wasn't a runner. I didn't work out, nothing like that. I knew when I clocked out of that shift that I needed to share this product with other people. So I went home and I hit the promoter button, kind of hit the ground running. Thrive, for me, it started working from the inside out, right? I started having this energy like crazy. My body started changing in ways that I had literally tried everything before. And it was kind of contagious. I started getting feedback from people that I'd shared the experience with and how their lives were changing. And here we are 5 years into it, sitting on a live with somebody that I truly adore and look up to. I'm not going to take any more time and share any more about my story. But Mauria, I would really like to hear how you got started in Thrive, how Thrive was introduced to you. Were you part of any multi-level marketing companies before? Did you kind of know what you were doing going in? And sorry, did you start off as a customer promoter, and how did that work?
Yes. Okay. Well, hey guys, thank you all so much for hopping on with us. We would love to know where you're watching from. And if you happen to be catching the replay, let us know you're watching the replay. So starting out answering your questions, I was actually introduced to this through a friend that I used to work with. My background is actually in speech pathology. So I was working in the home health industry at the time and had worked with a nurse. Her name's Tony Strackman, and she had experienced this whole Thrive thing. And I honestly think, Jonathan, I was probably at the top of her list when she realized, what it had done for her and what it was doing for all these other people that had trusted her, because she had watched me as a working mom spinning my wheels, and she actually saw me go from 2 kids to 4 kids basically overnight. So we have a big family. I have 4 kids. The last 2 are twins. So that's why I said I went from 2 kids to 4 kids overnight. So she knew I was a tired, exhausted mama. She knew I was a hardworking mama, and she knew that I desperately needed this. However, I would not really entertain her messages. I was honestly kind of catty. I didn't want what she was selling, I guess. And it's so funny looking back, because I'm like, thank God she did not give up on me, because this absolutely changed my life. And when it changed my life, y'all, is when I made the decision that I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I found myself in just mom funk of all mom funks, not a pair of jeans in my closet fit, was in a pretty low place mentally, that had my insecurities through the roof. That'll affect your marriage. Found myself as a mom that didn't want to, and that doesn't work when you have a big family. And then I found myself in a place of mom guilt all the time, because I'm like, what the heck is wrong with me? I have this beautiful family. Why don't I have the energy to do what I need to do and do it well and enjoy it? So when I hit that place where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, she's who I reached out to. And I have to mention that I had a lot of other friends that were promoting other health and wellness products that I was probably closer to relationship wise. But there was something about Thrive that just really intrigued me. The health and wellness industry is huge. And I did know enough about health and wellness. I'd never had a successful health and wellness business. I'd actually taken a product for about 11 years, Jonathan, before Thrive. I tried that business, but it didn't work for me. I miserably failed. So there's my network marketing experience. And then I did have a party planning company where I sold jeans through in-home parties. That was kind of my guilt-free mom's night out. It wasn't just a huge money maker by any means, but it was a guilt-free mom's night out. I made a little money with that. And it was a lot of work, and there was no residual to it because, women don't buy a new pair of jeans every month, no, I had never hit a home run in network marketing, but I believed in network marketing, and I had made a little bit of money in network marketing. And I also knew enough about the health and wellness industry to know that you don't have stories unless, this is always a word of mouth social referral business, right? So you can't have success here unless the product is working. And I was seeing her celebrate story after story. I was seeing her celebrate successes amongst her team. And I'll tell you another thing that caught my attention was the whole fact that people were earning a car bonus. I'm like, how the heck do people do that? So when I was ready to do something for myself from the physical standpoint, I reached out to her and I started as a customer. I didn't even entertain a conversation about the business. Another thing I have to mention is I was super intrigued. It's on this side. By this whole DFT. I mean, obviously as a healthcare provider, I knew that transdermal means, this method has been used in medicine for decades, but no one had ever done it from a nutritional standpoint. So I was super intrigued with that, so ordered as a customer. And by day 5, I was like, oh my God, I want to feel like this for the rest of my life. So we get on the phone and I'm laughing and I sound totally different than I had the times before. And I asked her about getting my product for free because she had mentioned that earlier, but I really wouldn't entertain very many conversations with her about anything because I was so skeptical. Again, thank God she was so patient and so sweet with me. And when I found that I just had to have 2 people thriving with me to get it for free, I was like, okay, well, I know way more people than just 2 people that need this. And by the way, y'all, that's just a customer perk. We have thousands of people that get Thrive for free every single month as a customer. That's a huge referral perk that we have. But the more we kept talking, I realized very quickly that I wasn't going to be able to keep my mouth shut about this. And when they explained that I had a free business opportunity, literally a free click of a button, I would be eligible for commissions and bonuses. And I had an opportunity to earn up to $660 on my first $800 in product orders. I was like, oh, that's a no-brainer. I have 4 kids. I know so many tired, exhausted moms. My kids are all spread out in ages. So I've got all these other mom circles. And I really never dreamed, Jonathan, that anyone would not thrive with me. I just immediately thought, they're going to trust me instantly. They're going to see this energy that I have, this passion in my voice, and they're going to do this with me. Well, I've since learned that my friends are sometimes more skeptical than I was. But it's been an absolute incredible journey. I will not go a day without this product. I've now been thriving for 7 years. I tell everyone I feel 10 years younger. I sleep good every night. My knees don't bother me anymore. I wasn't a runner before Thrive. Since Thrive, I've ran 3 half marathons. We're at the lake today. So welcome to my lake house. The boys are out fishing. I think they're coming back with a boat full of fish. I did fish with them earlier today, but came inside to meet with you guys. But I ran, at the lake this morning. I'm aging backwards, people have complimented, or commented that I look younger, and I will take those compliments. And I feel good every day. I don't deal with the headaches that I used to deal with. And I am the yes mom again, which is a good thing, that I do look forward to all that my kids have going on because they all have so much going on. My daughter's now 20. She's a college athlete. My son's in 8th grade, multi-sport athlete. My twin boys both play select baseball. They just came out of basketball season. Of course, they played flag football. I mean, I have that whole hashtag raising athletes to my name. But, Thrive has given us so much life. If it's given life, and it's given us so many options. And I think that's why I still get so excited to introduce it to the newest person because, Jonathan, we don't know what it's going to do for them. We know they're going to love it. All of us have our own story. And to be honest, I think it's hard for us to articulate what it's really done for us because, that little rundown I just gave you guys, everything about my life has been affected because of these products, but I can't like really summarize it all, it's hard to articulate, but it definitely is something, that you have to personally experience, So if you guys have been watching Jonathan for a while, you're like, what the heck? He's hopping on here. He's live on Facebook. What the heck is he talking about? Who is this girl? I'm telling you right now, this is where you say, okay, I'm going to trust you. I want to feel this good, and then start your story. And the reality is, like, what do you have to lose? Like, there's absolutely nothing to lose. And what if it does for you what it's done for us, just from the physical standpoint, not to mention the financial opportunities that are on the table. I mean, we've got something that everyone needs.
Definitely.
And that's exciting.
Can I ask you real quick too? So you did try another health and wellness company before. What would you tell to the people who are watching here that are skeptics, that are like, oh no, I've been scrolling, I've been watching him do all these lives, I've been watching all these people wear this silly sticker? What would be your best advice to just jump in and give it a try?
Start your thrive to prove him wrong if you want. I mean, the thing, and I definitely have plenty of my friends that they said, and they'll tell you, and they've now earned $1 million in commissions with our company. Insert income disclosure statement. But they'll say, I started this to get her to leave me alone, because I was super persistent that they needed it. And, the reality is all of us need to be doing something for our health right now. I mean, you just do. And if you're going to be taking nutritional supplements, why not take vitamins that you can feel? Why not take something that is super simple? I mean, we didn't even talk about that. What do? You wake up, take 1 or 2 capsules before your feet hit the floor. You drink a lifestyle mix. It's loaded with good for your gut nutrition, which if you don't understand gut health, like that is like something you got to know ASAP. Your gut is your second brain. And so many things as far as your health are directly related to your gut. And then you slap on a DFT. Like, that is so stinking simple. Not to mention, your health and wellness routine can be free. Like, if you're spending money on other products, this is where you hold up, halt that. Let's see what Jonathan's got here. Let's do this for 30 days and give it a whirl. I mean, I'm pretty much convinced by day 10, you're going to want it for the next 10 years of your life. So it's a good thing you can get it for free. But yeah, I mean, giving you your life back, you can't put a price tag on that. And I will say, a lot of people don't know how bad they feel until they feel good. I've definitely had people before that said, I'm fine, I eat clean, but then they finally go, okay, I want to try this Thrive thing. And then they're like, oh my gosh, where has this been all my life? I didn't know I could feel so good. So, yeah, I mean, I think all of us hit that place where we say, all right, it's time. Why not go for it? And then, the biggest regrets that I ever hear when it comes to this is, why didn't I start it sooner?
100%. Can you talk to us a little bit about what this company has done for you and your family?
Oh man. So, like I said, I was working full time as a speech pathologist, but we were drowning in debt. We had made a lot of just poor financial decisions. We had made a move and made some sacrifices for our family just to get our family in a better position. And we felt like we were where we were supposed to be. My husband accepted a voluntary transfer. Drained our savings with that. I didn't work for about 6 months, just getting the kids settled and stuff. So we had put ourselves in a financial pickle. It was of no one's fault but our own. But when I started this, I was absolutely stressing over how we were going to provide Christmas for our kids that year. So when I heard about that initial bonus, which everyone is eligible for, and it's free to be a part of our company. Like, you don't pay $500 to join our company to then earn a $500 check. No, that's not how it works. It's free to become a part of our company. And then those first bonuses, earning up to $660 on your first $800 in product orders. Who couldn't use $500 in your bank account next week? And then up to $1,320 on your first $1,600 in orders. That's 8 to 10 people thriving with you. More than 8 to 10 people that are tired, can't sleep at night, their knees hurt, their back hurts, they've got headaches all the time, they've got a big commute, they have a lot of kids, they're stressed out. Like, that's who needs this. So if you add that up, that's $1,000 in your bank account. So I really started going, okay, this is a no-brainer. I'm not gonna be able to keep my mouth shut about this. I might as well earn these bonuses, and this will pay for Christmas. And what happened was I was sharing this with friends and family, and they were trusting me. And I was telling them I was getting it for free. And then a week later, I was able to tell them that I cashed in on this bonus. And they're like, well, I want a Christmas bonus. And then, so they were eligible for that too. They were eligible for free, and they were eligible for the bonuses. And we just started growing. And I'll tell you what, that Christmas, not a penny was spent out of our regular family budget. It was all paid for with Lavelle commissions and bonuses. January rolls around, and the business is growing, and I'm getting paid weekly. And I'm like, holy crap, like we can use this to get our family out of debt. Like we can pay off debt. And so that's what we started doing. And I don't know if you guys have debt, but when you do, it is suffocating. But when you start paying those things off, it just feels like empowering. You know what I mean? And it really gave us a second chance at life. It was like we were able to wipe the slate clean. I had a ton of student loan debt, like speech pathologist. I have an undergrad, a master's degree, and I had taken out a lot of loans for school. Student loan payments every month were more than what a lot of people pay for their mortgage. So we were able to wipe the slate clean with that first year, honestly, within the first 6 months. And man, that opened up a whole lot of options for our family. I never dreamed I'd be a stay-at-home mom, just because, I was a stay-at-home mom during maternity leave, if that counts. But I never saw myself being a stay-at-home mom, because again, I'd gone to school for so long and had so much debt. I basically had to go to work to pay the debt. Nothing makes sense, right? But I looked up one day, and it's like, why am I still working this career when I am helping so many people and my phone is blowing up, and this can really be a full time? And so that was April of 2014. So it's now been 7 years that I've been able to be at home with my kids. Obviously, I work from any and everywhere. It's funny, I have an office at home, but I'm like, do I ever really sit in that office and work? Because my kids are always going 17 zillion places. My phone is in my hand, so I work from my phone from anywhere, chasing them around, watching them do all their things. It's easy to share something that you love. Like all of us have our phones in our hands all the time. Why not find a way to make money from your phone talking about what you love? That's what Jonathan has done. He's found something that's absolutely changed his life. He got a free business opportunity that literally, he's attaching his name. It's not some fly-by-night company, guys. This is a multi-billion-dollar, approaching $3 billion in global sales brand in multiple countries, about to launch in Southeast Asia. So, we have done incredible things in a very short amount of time. But it's really, you get to own your own business, sharing your story, creating stories in the lives of others from your phone, from anywhere. So I say it's the best gig ever. My husband was able to leave his corporate America job as well. We don't say join Lavelle, quit your job. A lot of people don't need to quit their job. They found their calling. They have amazing careers, and this is their side hustle. I honestly have a lot of people that they make more money with Lavelle than they do at their full-time careers, but they love their full-time careers, and that's what brings them happiness. So that's where they're going to stay, and that's what we want. We want everyone. Life is too short to spend your days doing what you don't enjoy. And I'll be honest, I just turned 43, and I feel like I'm having so many more conversations. I don't know if it's just, my age group of people. A lot of them are approaching the empty nester stage, or their youngest are getting older. My kids are so spread out. I've got another 9 years before I'm an empty nester. But people are really having a lot of conversations with me, Jonathan, and they're like, I don't know that I want to do what I'm doing until I retire. And I'm like, you don't have to, you know what I mean? But I feel like so many people our age feel like they're stuck. And I'm like, no, you don't have to be stuck. There's so many opportunities out there for you. And we've got one right here in front of us that'll rock your world. It'll have you feeling 10 years younger. And yeah, you're going to want to get out there and do all the things. So you need that residual income coming out to go do. But yeah, overall, it's what this business does is it creates options for people, and we all define our options in different ways. For us, it's been time freedom. It's been the ability to be there with the kids, watch them all do their thing. The biggest conflict I have, Jonathan, is the fact that they're all 4 athletes, and a lot of times they all have something at the same time, and like totally different parts of the state or the country, or, but I don't have a boss telling me I can't go be with my kid anymore. And I haven't for 7 years. My husband doesn't have a boss saying you don't have enough vacation days to go watch your kid do their thing. So for us, it's given us life in that standpoint. As parents, the days are long, but man, the years are short. And we are so glad that we attached our name to this company. We're so grateful to thrive every day. And we're so grateful for the options it's created for us. And if you can't tell, we're kind of fired up about creating options for other people. Like, I didn't just like, oh, I'm good. Like, you guys figure it out along the way. Like, I love pouring into you guys and helping you guys create the life that you deserve. And that's the beauty of it. It's kind of like our experience. I mean, yeah, my experience is good, but it's a lot more fun when my friends and family are experiencing it too. And that's how the business works. I love that I get to work with who I want to work with. That's the coolest thing. As a speech pathologist, all my girlfriends couldn't work with me. They hadn't all gone to school and gotten the degrees and had the MSCCC SLP after their name. That's a lot of initials, isn't it? But with this, I have people from all different aspects or all different walks of my life that have been able to join me. And, as you get older, you find yourself, who do you spend time with? It's the people you work with or the people that your kids are around all the time, right? And so this has been so much fun. Again, it's just given us a lot of life. I've said that a couple of times. I guess that's the theme of the night. Thrive just gives you life.
I want to say this, Mauria. When I had first started, it was my first trip. I was taken as a guest to Toronto, and I sat in a room where you did a local. And you said something 5 years ago that stuck with me. And I know we're going to have promoters on this Zoom too. But you said, if you don't tell your friends about Thrive, somebody else is going to. And that just lit a little fire under me. And not only, like I talked about before, it kind of started to be contagious because I would tell my friends about it. Then I would hear these stories. And then I want more people to join because I would do friends and family calls and have these life-changing stories. And I'm sure you've had the same thing too, where you're just bawling at the end because you didn't know how much you impacted this person's life by introducing them to these 3 steps. Like I said, I was the world's biggest skeptic. It did this for me, which is crazy. I was the person who dreamed of going on all-inclusive trips, and I just qualified for my 11th one. It's still crazy to me, but it's such a super fun company too that I tell people all the time, we're just happy, passionate people, and we just love what we do. I know you have another Zoom going on here shortly, so I will go ahead and thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for joining us. We really definitely appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. And if someone shared this with you, reach out to them and say, okay, I'm ready. If you're a friend of Jonathan's, all right, this is the night, this is the time. And like I said, you have nothing to lose. And what if it does for you what it's done for all of us?
100%. You just got to take the leap of faith like we all did. And I promise you won't regret it. So with that being said, thank you all so much for jumping on. And thank you, Mauria.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Have a good night. Bye.